Hey guys, Insomnia here with some more AFK Arena. Today we're back with our faction teams. As you can see, the Team Wilder account, we are on 28-18, so a quarter of the way through chapter 28 at this point. Let's go ahead and look at our Wilder team. We're continuing to build a couple heroes, which now we're going to focus on Gorvo. We know Gorvo does have a ton of synergy when it comes to Iran. As you can see here, we have Iran already at a plus 30. We have Almas at a plus 30. We already have Solus at a plus 30. We already have a plus 20 on Namora, on Laika, on Lorzen, on Tassi. And of course, we have Saurus at a plus 30. So very, very powerful team overall. We do have a couple furniture set bonuses as well. As you can see, we have 4 heroes that already have their 3 set bonus. So we will continue to build this team up. So let's go ahead and we will get into our summons, which we've been collecting a lot of resources. As you can see, quite a bit of resources here. So go ahead and use these because we hopefully can gain a couple more levels on these accounts. We are getting ready for the Abyssal Expedition, which is actually coming very, very soon. So if you're not prepped or if you haven't registered, now is the time to register. So that is all of our chests. As you can see here, out of the trials, we've got 7 Elite Hero Soulstones. Not only did we get a brand new redemption code, but we also got the 60 Elite Hero Soulstones out of the trials times 3 because there are 3 full trials, which was awesome to see. So hopefully we can pick up a couple Wilders here, which it looks like. Look at that, the brand new hero. I'm waiting to choose the hero that I want just for the simple fact they are in the heroic ship, meaning that we can go ahead and claim the rewards for her. We are going to wait to choose another copy of her. Again, just for the simple fact that if we want to build her, we can get more rewards, which I'll show you just in 1 second. That way you know exactly what I'm kind of talking about. There's our rare stones. So looking here with the heroic ship popping up, since we got our first copy, we actually get a free 2,000 hero essence there. But in addition, if we choose to pick her, we can actually have her right here to Elite Plus, giving us our free 10 Stargazer cards. I want to do all my summons. You do have 60 days from the hero growth bundles. You do have 60 days to choose the hero. So overall, just saving, because if I can pull a couple more copies of her, I can actually go quite a bit further. Or if by chance I pull a couple copies of Zephyrio, we can do the same. We can actually choose him to get another hero to get more rewards out of here, because these accounts we don't spend anything on. So let's go ahead and we will get into the summons. Have a couple more levels to actually gain here. As you can see, we're already up to 306, which is absolutely phenomenal. We'll hit up the temple really quick. Got another copy of Almas. So Almas is almost completely done. Even though we've sidelined him quite a while ago, we do pull him out, dust him off every now and then, because he does have a plus 30 signature item, and that does give him plus 3 stars. And as you can see here, it froze again. This has been happening multiple times that we've been playing. It freezes on the Ascension screen. So let's go ahead and we'll restart this. All right, so we are back. So that does give us our 3rd star to Almas, which is very, very cool to see. So let's go ahead and we will get into the summons. Have quite a few scrolls. So we have 10 summon specific faction scrolls, 16, 21,000 diamonds, 321 companion summons, and we do have a summon for Taylene as well. So we'll go ahead and we'll do this one first. She is the hero we're still looking to build. A couple accounts now have her at Mythic, which there we go, double copies of Taylene. Look at that right off the bat. Very, very nice. So 10 card pull, double copies of Taylene. Oh, that's very, very cool. So that, I believe, on this account will get her to Mythic to unlock her signature item. We can start using her as long as she's at Mythic. Very, very cool to see. Very lucky. So let's go ahead. We'll get into the regular summons, which we have 321. So 3 summons here. Hopefully we can pull a couple more elite heroes, but we also do need fodder. We need a lot of fodder to continue to build Gorvo, which I would definitely like to see. So just a couple rare heroes there. Desired hero, we have 6 days left. With the Wilders, there's not really anyone we're focusing on, because looking here, we have copies of Cirrus to Ascended. We have copies of Gorvo to Ascended. We have most heroes. We have double copies of Cass. So overall with the Wilders, again, We're not going to use the desired summons just because it is a little more expensive. Continuing to focus on the wish list, finishing off the couple of heroes we have in here, continuing to add 5 stars to them will be beneficial. And we already have a ton of copies of Gorvo. So we'll go ahead, we'll do our 1 summon here because I don't want to run out of diamonds just in case, but I'm hoping we can get a lucky elite hero here, which we get a double. Look at that. It is a copy of Tassie and Lorzen. Very, very nice. Both heroes already up to Ascended, but we can definitely use more stars on them. A couple more resources there. So now let's get into our regular summons. So 21,000 diamonds, and this is what we've gotten a little bit over a week. We've gotten 21,000 and another elite right there, which is a copy of Titus. Very, very powerful when it comes to the Mauler Tower. One of the absolute heroes that you need. There's our copy of Taylene. That actually takes her, look at that, Mythic Plus. Very, very nice. She is coming along absolutely perfect. Wilders, again, just waiting for food for Gorvo so we can continue to build him. Let's get into the diamonds. A couple more rares, which no Wilders on that pull. And every third one here is going to be elites, which not too many Wilders on that one either. So this would be our elite pull, which is another double. Look at that. Copy of Nara and Saurus. So that'll add another star to Saurus. Nara, I believe on this account, is Ascended as well. So we are at the point where we are just adding stars kind of across the board for key heroes. So that'll add another one. So we do have an Arden. That'll add our first star here for Saurus. And we do have his furniture as well. And I believe we're going to have enough food to get Gorvo at least going at this point. So I have a couple more summons, and this will give us a star or a card on the table as well. And another elite right there. Hoping it's Lucreta. It is Lucius. Always take a copy of Lucius, and it looks like we're just going to be spot on with the amount of diamonds for 1 more summon. Hoping it's going to be big. That gives us 8 left. It is an elite. Very nice. A copy of Scrag, so not too bad. Overall, very, very solid summoning session today. Let's go ahead and we will open our Wilder card. It is a copy of Lorzen, another copy of Lorzen. That, again, will add some stars to him. There's another copy of Lorzen. Got a little bit more food, adding stars to Lucius, adding stars to Lorzen. Continuing to build the team, even looking at the light bearers, we just need a couple more copies of Estrilda and Cecilia. Cecilia absolutely destroys the Abyssal Expedition. In the Maulers, we've got a couple heroes here. Titus, again, still just waiting on a couple more copies. We need 1 more. We could actually build him, and then also waiting for Sophia to continue to build her. But the Wilders account is what we're looking at. So 3 stars already to Lorzen. Definitely adding a lot more power there. And then we do have some food, so we don't have any of Gorvo built at this time. So Gorvo will be our focus here. So we'll go ahead, we'll use, so we're not going to have enough food, but we can get them up to Legendary Plus. So even looking there, we do have enough copies to get them up to Ascended, actually with 1 star. So as we continue to get a little bit more food, we'll be able to get him up even higher. And as you can see, we already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fully Ascended heroes, which is amazing. So here, again, we got a little bit of food. I see a copy of Nara. Let's see who we got here. So we have a couple Sylvanas, we have a couple Naru, so we do have a little bit of food there. We have Nara. We just need more copies of Nara. Yeah, we just need more copies. 2 more copies of Nara and we can get her up to Ascended. Taylene already got up, and we do have 1 bonus copy there already because she is at Mythic Plus with her plus 20 signature item. Got a copy of Lucreta, which is very, very cool to see. And of course, the dimensionals, we already have Nakaruru. We're waiting for Ezio. A couple more days, we'll go ahead and we will pick up Ezio to continue out the formation. Here we can hop in the Elder Tree really quick as we got another level. Haven't leveled up the tree very much, as you can see. Still at 0 for the tanking class, but let's hit up the Oak Inn. Hopefully we can get lucky here with a couple as our wish list. We finally have Gorvo on there. We have Cirrus on there. So overall, the Wilder team is very, very strong. So we'll go through. We have 19,000 Pocoins. And no red little twinkle on there. Just a little bit of legendary furniture. There's our little red twinkle, which gives us a copy for Tassie. Tassie, I believe, is getting close to having a 9-piece, or I have at the 9-piece at the other account. So we're not that close on this account for her. A couple more pieces of legendary furniture. A couple new pieces there. So every third one is our red little flash. We got a copy of Namora. Namora's Beguile ability, I would definitely like to see it 9 of 9. I know we've been adding quite a few pieces for her. That actually gives us one red card on the table. We'll go Smart Selection. As you can see, we have all the heroes that we're looking for up there. All right, so let's take a look at our furniture. So we have Iran, who has his 3 set. Namora doesn't have the 3 set yet. Leica, Tassie don't have the 3 set. Solus has the 3 set. I know Saurus has the 3 set. So let me see. I believe they're holding on to a couple pieces for Taylene. So here, Taylene, yep. So they're holding on to a couple pieces for Taylene. I believe the same is true here, that we do have a couple pieces for Gorvo. So unfortunately, no 3 set bonuses for them as of yet, because we do have quite a few furniture for Gorvo. So when we unlock him, we'll be able to throw furniture right on him, which would be nice. Getting him up to Ascended is going to be the priority. So go ahead, we'll collect up our loot here, and we'll get ready for the campaign. So as we see, 28-18, so let's go ahead and we will get into the campaign. So here we are on 28-18. This is where we left off last time. It was a Wilder team versus a Wilder team. We're actually going to swap Leica up to the top, and it looks like Saurus died really, really easy off this one. But look at the crowd control there from Tassie, absolutely perfect, which is one of the reasons that the Wilder team works so well. Iran doing quite a bit of damage, 18 million. Leica has really been stepping up the damage lately. This is the team. We're going to slow it down a little bit. As you can see, Saurus goes right in the middle. If he can ult, so if he ults, if he's able to actually get his full stacks up, as you can see, they're almost impossible to kill him when he does have his 5-stack bonus. If you're fighting heroes that interrupt, he cannot get that up, which it looks like pretty even damage again across the board. Up until this point, Iran was always the hero destroying everyone in damage, just the whole entire carry. Now it's a lot of reliance on the entire team. No longer is it just up to Iran. It takes the entire team, the crowd control aspect, the damage, the defense debuff that you're seeing there. And the damage is not just Iran anymore. So 14 million, 11 million, even Iran there, because he did get banished, was 4 million. Bring us a quarter of the way, or a third of the way through this chapter. As you can see there, perfect. Pharrell is banished right in the back. Isabel is the only one that I'm concerned with here. But overall, absolutely perfect execution. Pulled in 3 targets, had 1 banished in the bottom, 12 million, 9 million, 7 million, so doing quite a bit of damage on this one. Again, this is ideally what you want to do with Tassie. We're going to swap Iran up front because we want to pull in all 3 of these heroes. As you can see there, Brutus got banished, meaning the 3 heroes in the bottom were all in. Brutus was the only hero on the top which got banished, leaving him all alone, which was absolutely perfect. Brutus for this team is the one who destroys us and always destroys us in the campaign stages. 17 million damage there from Iran. Pulling us into 28-23. Again, another Brutus battle. We're going to have to swap Iran back. And on this one, Sylvana, as you can see, goes on Namora in the top. As you see, though, Sylvana can't kill Namora up there. She heals too much. Especially if I had her 9-piece furniture, would be absolutely amazing. But overall, I just leave Sylvana alone. I could swap Namora up front to pick her up, but there's really no reason to, because she can survive the attack that Sylvana brings, and it does give her some energy. So here again, another Brutus stage, third Brutus stage in the row. Look at that, pulled in 4 targets. That's right, 4 targets. So the cleave ability that Saurus brings, as well as Iran, of course, going through multiple banishes. But Tassie, enemy Tassie, again, very, very hard to catch, hard to kill, really hard to track down. So looking at the damage here, 15 million, 11 million from Saurus. Saurus does a lot of healing, a lot of shielding there, as you can see, and quite a bit of damage, bringing us to 28-25. Again, we'll pull in, well, we actually didn't get to pull in anyone in that one. We got interrupted, but that's okay. We went right to the back for Sophia. As you can see, again, Sylvana is back on Namora, which didn't even make a difference, didn't even get Namora down. There's our sleep, leaving one hero just sitting all by himself. Perfect execution again from the team. 10 million, 11 million, 11 million. Pretty even on that one. 28-26, so another boss stage. This one you have to be really, really careful, because if you're going to use Iran to pull in Thorin, the Thorin cheese can actually work super tough against you with the retaliation ability. And here it comes right there. We do get a sleep on Pharrell. Thorin did go down pretty quick on that one. Looking at the damage, 10 million, 15 million, 18 million. So again, doing a significant amount of damage there. Sylvana right on Namora. So once you really know the heroes, I think that's really the biggest thing to remember, is once you know kind of the pattern heroes, where they're going to go. There are a couple heroes such as Tassie that do contain a lot of RNG, but a majority of the time they're programmed to act a certain way, and they do, as you can see there, 10 million, 12 million, 12 million. So again, it takes the entire team to make progression here. So here we're going to pull in, look at that, pulling in Shamira, getting the slow, getting them killed really, really fast. A heal and a shield with a Beguile to take down Shamira in that one. Very nice, 20 million damage. So if you figure, looking at this team comp, we have Iran, which is the Vortex plus the slow. We have the Banish from Tassie, which always comes in place. We have the Beguile, the charm that comes from Namora. We have the Armor Break as well, that comes from Leica. And then Saurus, just all out survivability. More than just boss fights. Like I said, I've used him in here since I've built him, especially being maxed out. He does a considerable amount of damage, as we've seen. 9 million, 13 million, 16 million, so not too bad there either. But he also does have the good heal ability, and here he does have his furniture, meaning that he takes less damage overall, increasing his survivability is kind of the big key here to helping him survive. As you can see, all the enemies stacked right in the middle. Tornado goes straight through everybody, bounces off the wall, comes back, hits them again for a second time, which is the RNG of Iran's tornado that everybody absolutely loves. So 7 million, 15, almost 15 million there from Iran. 28-31. So you've seen the pushback right there. Little dwarf up top putting up his cannon. Movis is in the bottom, all banished. We just vortexed the dwarf and left his cannon up there all by itself. Of course, that armor break on Movis to get him down relatively easy. Definitely doing 19 million damage there. 28-32. So Thane's going to go right on Saurus, which we almost pulled him off. It looks like he was a little bit too far set back, but now Iran's on him. There's the tornado. And Hendrik to the rescue. That is the reason why the Hendrik combo works very, very well with Gwen. Not only does he provide the knockback that allows Gwen to hit multiple heroes, but if Gwen does take fatal damage for a reason, he will keep her alive. As you can see there, we got the tornado that froze Mira in the top, and then we got the sleep, and then we got the Beguile. keeping her absolutely locked down, crowd control the entire time. 42 million damage there from Iran, completing that boss stage out. Bring us to 28-33. So we went through a ton of stages at this point. I believe we're at about 15 stages at this point, which is really, really good considering it's faction only, and we're in chapter 28 already, pushing to chapter 29. And I know we have one more day, and then Ezio will be here, I believe probably a day and 22, 21 hours. All of the accounts do have stuff for Ezio. I know 2 of the accounts miss Nakaruru, but here we do have everything for Ezio. So we can go ahead and swap some dimensional heroes here, and we're building Arthur. So 3 pulls there, which we picked up Kaz. As you can see, Kaz went right to the top. Estrilda does have a shield, which can sometimes be difficult to go through. As you can see, Tassie just went with the banish to the charm for Estrilda. She's just hanging out there on the top all by herself. From a sleep to a charm to a banish, absolute crowd control for this team is what results in the wins. Not only that is Iran like a combo doing a ton of damage. And look at Movis going down so quick. Shamira banished right off the bat. Iran picks her up to a sleep. There we go. Ogi goes down. Shamira goes down. Very easy win. I know this team absolutely destroys, especially if you swap out. Most people don't run Saurus with this team, but I love Saurus with this team. I want to build Gorvo. As I've said earlier, we're going to work on building Gorvo because of the stuns that come with Iran. Absolutely super, super powerful. Which a big shout out to Javid. He was the one who really mentioned it. Building Gorvo for this team comp. The stuns that he brings, the shield that he brings. Probably should have built Gorvo before Lorzen, but that's okay because Lorzen I absolutely love too, especially when boosting damage for boss fights. So that brings us to 28-37. So we are almost 2/3 of the way through this at this point. Again, pulled in a lot of heroes. Remember, with Verk's traps, you don't want to go to his side. There's the stun. So even though we got the win there, you got to be very careful about going on the enemy side because those traps will not only poison you, but they will stun you. Great, great addition to Verk. And here we're back to Brutus again, which that one actually went very, very well. Due to the banish of Brutus, there's the charm, of course, the immunity. So we get the Roar-Whirlwind combination that he throws. But we have more than enough shields to get that down. Very nice there. 12 million, 10 million, 5 million from Saurus. Saurus said some of these are just to hold Brutus. Just like if you used with a couple tanks. As you can see there, Belinda is in the banish. It's perfect. Comes out of the banish. Now she's charmed. So she's actually going to help us kill Sophia right in the bottom. While she is charmed to a sleep. Charmed again. Perfect execution by the Wilder team. Looking at the damage here, 10 million, 14 million. Tassie doing 5 million on that one. 28-40. Again, this will be 2/3 of the way already through this. This is a super tough team comp. Anytime you fight Mahira as well as Lucius and Brutus, very, very tough to deal with. As you can see, we died really, really fast. Mahira can put out a lot of damage really quick. Not only that is her ultimate ability with the Mesmerize, turns your team against themselves. So here we got all the heroes in, but Iran died way too quick. Just took 1 or 2 hits and Iran was already down. All right, so we tried it a lot. Couldn't get that one down. Let's go ahead and swap up the team here. We'll swap out Tassie. I'm thinking we're going to try some Solus. Solus is a hero we actually built a lot earlier. As you can see, Floral Spectre stays up even past its death, but there is the Mesmerize. So Iran starts killing his own team. Unfortunately, a defeat there. Like I said, this is a tough team to deal with. Let's try Iran on the bottom with this team comp. Again, Sophia just absolutely destroys him. All right, so we couldn't get that one down. Let's go ahead and we'll swap in, I'm thinking Lorzen. Let's swap out Lorzen. I do swap all of the gear. I swap all the artifacts. I make sure that all the heroes are set. Even though I added all of it out, I wanted to see if Lorzen's Link or if Lorzen's Shield could definitely help us out there, which it's linked to Verk. As you can see, Verk takes quite a bit of damage from Iran in the front row. But again, we just get absolutely destroyed in this one. So 2840 might be the stopping point. Let's go ahead and we'll swap in. I'm thinking maybe Lorzen and we'll go for Gorvo. We'll try Gorvo, even though he's on a much lower level. Because I'm hoping the Link, even there, I mean, Iran just get absolutely destroyed in that one. But I'm hoping we can get a couple stuns in here, which there's a stun. He hopped on Verk's mines, got his own little stun there, and only being as low as he is, just absolutely got destroyed. We need him much, much higher. Let's put him maybe back row. He'll live for a minute. But even there's the stuns. The stuns do work very, very well. He is going to be an absolute monster once we go ahead and get him all decked out, which, again, hit the stun traps. So that'll do it for the Wilder team. After about 35 attempts, all the different heroes with all of our choices, we could not get this one done, so we'll go ahead and we will collect up our loot. So we did finish, I mean, that's 22 stages, so 22 stages of progression on the Wilder account. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. Super stoked about building Gorvo, and as always, thank you guys for watching.